The topic I've selected to focus on for this documentary is the evolution of hotel liability for guest property from common law to modern hospitality. This issue is significant as it underscores the responsibility hotels have in safeguarding their guests' belongings and the consequences they may face due to negligence or intentional disregard of that duty. Understanding this evolution offers insight into the legal shifts that shape today's hospitality industry. Balancing both guest safety and the operational risks hotels face. Hotel liability has been shaped by common law and evolving statutes. Early on, the bailment doctrine required innkeepers to assume responsibility for guest property unless it was lost due to an act of God or the guest's negligence.
A bailment occurs when an item or items is transferred to another party to be held temporarily. The person who gives the items is known as the bailer, while the person who receives the items is known as the bailee.
In the 19th century, states began passing laws to limit liability, focusing on safekeeping valuables in hotel-provided safes. Except in cases of force majeure or negligence, innkeepers were responsible for the guest's property. Significant legal milestones shaped hotel liability. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 revolutionized the hospitality industry by enforcing anti-discrimination laws. The 1954 Brown v. Board of Education case also set the stage for dismantling segregation, indirectly influencing how the public accommodations movement reshaped hotel operations. The 20th century saw more regulations introduced, such as those requiring safes for valuables and the advent of fire safety laws after tragedies like the 1946 Winecloth Hotel fire. The Civil Rights Act changed the way the hospitality industry viewed its responsibilities, emphasizing equality and inclusion. Early common law, under the bailment doctrine, established the innkeepers were considered bailees of guest property. This set the foundation for hotel liability. In the 19th century, many states began passing laws limiting hotel liability for guest property. Hotels were required to provide safes, and guests were advised to secure their valuables in these safes to limit hotels' liability. The 20th century saw further regulation. Hotels were no longer responsible for items left in guest rooms unless secured in safes, but more recent laws such as the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, and the Hotel and Motel Fire Safety Act revolutionized hotel safety standards. Modern legal frameworks such as the ADA, OSHA regulations, and data privacy laws are integral to hotel operations today. These frameworks ensure that hotels not only protect physical property, but also respect guest privacy and equality. The evolution of hotel liability has had far-reaching impacts on the hospitality industry. The clear legal framework has pushed hotels to adopt practices such as offering safes, ensuring fire safety, and making accommodations accessible. The evolution of these laws highlights the importance of transparency and accountability in creating guest trust and safeguarding their property. From common law's early standards to today's complex legal frameworks, the evolution of hotel liability for guest property shows how the hospitality industry has adapted to legal, societal, and ethical changes. Hotels are now held to high standards of safety, security, and equality, which benefits both the guest and the industry itself. Hotels are now held to high standards